welcome to the show. Johnny?
Hello, K-Popin. This is Johny Kwony. I'm a Korean hip-hop artist, rapper, producer, also known as FGH, which stands for Future Global Hitmaker. Nice to meet you all.
Wow.
Thank you so much for having me here today, Arirang, Taviyoung, and Isaac. And let's have fun.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's go.
All right, so Johnny, you were telling me before we came into the studio, this is your first radio show.
Right. This is my first radio podcast debut ever.
Ever.
Historic moment right
A
now.
historic moment right now, too.
And this is also like a dream come true moment for me because growing up, I've been watching Arirang K-pop like for ages and decades.
Really?
Of course.
You've been watching? I didn't know.
Huge K-pop fan.
Really?
Of course.
Wow. Okay, so first things first, I need to know how you two met. Okay, so you were in LA at the time.
So me and Hyung were both in LA. I was having lunch in downtown LA. I was eating my meat at Capitol Grill in downtown LA, and I was signing through Instagram, and I saw a story, and I saw a picture in Venice Beach, right? Venice Beach, and then I just DM'd him. It's like I told him, 형 저희 한 번도 본 적 없는데 이제 둘 다 LA에 있으니까 한번 같은
가요.
음악인으로서 한번 찾아뵙고 싶습니다. And then he was like, oh sure, let's meet at 8 p.m. at the beach. And then I couldn't hear back from Hyung till like 7:30, so I thought this was like a scam or something. And then,
I'm getting stood up.
yeah, and then I get a phone call at like 7:40. It's like 형's like 지갑이랑 막 이런 다 도난이 당해서 혹시 구출해 줄 수 있냐? So I Ubered there with my producer Hyung, and then we picked Tavi Hyung up. We came back to our crib. We had some good pizza, good talkie session, and that's how we got close.
That's how you guys got close. How did you kind of start?
So my first beginning, my start, we go back to 2016, 2017. So I was 15. And growing up, I wasn't just the type to just watch TV, play video games, and stuff like that. I always wanted to accomplish something. I always wanted to be famous.
Okay.
And then the music was a perfect road for me to take because it has everything.
Right.
So when I started music, I was 15. I was living in Irvine, and there was nobody in my town who did hip hop music or even music at all. I had to learn everything on YouTube. Through YouTube, I had to try out everything from the internet, and I just bought all my recording instruments, items. I just watched YouTube tutorials for days, and set up my own studio in my house, in my closet, and that's how Johny Kwony first came out.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you just started experimenting.
Yeah.
Like with, like the different features, recording and stuff like that, just like putting stuff down.
And promotion and everything else. I did everything by myself. So.
Wow. All right. So let's kind of move into audition programs because I feel that like both of you have been recently on some competition programs. You were on
I was on
iSchool
yeah, Golden Rapper and Show Me the Money.
Yeah. So with Golden Rapper, how did that come up? Did you like to see the audition online and you wanted to come or?
So before I was on Golden Apple season 1, and before season 1 was created, I got a call from Mnet.
Oh, they called you first.
And they wanted me to fly in for the show.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how it happened.
Okay, so you were reached
Because
out
I was
to
already
first.
doing music, and I was already promoting my stuff in my city, and it started reaching out to people in Korea, and then the 방송국, the 작가님s, and then they found me, and then they called me. So that's how I first.
That's how it happened.
Yeah.
As you guys have, obviously you met last April in a very like fun meet in Venice Beach. But I mean, having a talk session and like getting to meet somebody and just seeing each other online and stuff like that. But then actually like starting to work with it. And I'm talking about like when you start putting down some tracks, people work very differently. Some people work very organically. Some people are very detailed. It's just like, especially in the recording studio, sometimes it can be a really clashing experience. What was it like for you two working in the studio? Because you have done more than one song together.
We did 2 together.
Yeah. What was it like, Johnny?
It was fun because Tavi Hyung has a lot of experience and a lot of. He's musically super talented, and then so he always guides me through different courses of making music and production procedure and everything else. Cause 형's a 선배님.
Well,
Yeah.
he's the senior in the whole thing. He knows better.
감사합니다.
Tavi, what about you? Working with Johnny, what was it like?
For me, before we met, I already knew him through Show Me the Money, and I thought, oh, this guy is a genius. So I just believed in his talent. So I really enjoyed working with him.
Thank you.
Okay. That's good. When it comes to choosing songs, so I know that since both of you produce your own music, I think that like everything you do is your baby anyways. And I feel that with the amount of confidence each singer-songwriter has, it could be considered stubbornness as well. Like, you know, like let's say you have a melody for something. Like you guys are working on a beat. Like let's say Johnny brought a beat to you, Tabi, and he like has this idea in his head of how he wants the main chorus to go, like how he wants to lay things down, right? But then like you hear it and you're like, so let's do it this way. Has there ever been like some clashing? I'm not trying to dig out any dirt here, but I'm just curious because organically, like any singer-songwriter, I feel has a way of doing things, and when it's different, sometimes it can be stressful. So what was it like? Was there any stressful moments? Can like we have like a confession time right now? Like
I remember.
I feel that Tavi's been like had a lot to say about
So
this.
I didn't say anything about his rapping on my track.
Okay.
I really loved it.
Oh, okay.
But on his track, the B.O.K. So I sang the chorus hook part. And he said something like he tackled me. Hey 형, and in this part, this melody 이렇게 가는 게 더 좋지 않아요? 이렇게 하는 게 가사가 이렇게 더 하는 게 더 좋지 않아요?
Exactly. That happens, right?
Okay, I'll do it. You're right. You're right.
So Tavi being very innocent on his track, you know, he never touched Johnny when he was doing a feature on his track, but the other way around. I see that. John, do you have anything to say?
That is true. That is true.
That is true.
It's undeniable.
Johnny, I've noticed that with like 고등학교 and stuff like that, red seems to be like a very special color to you. Is there a special reason for that?
No, it's marketing.
It's marketing. Oh, look at that!
But I usually say because it resembles my enthusiasm, my heat, and
your
my
passion.
and love, something like that. But to be honest, it's all business. It's all marketing.
Color marketing.
Strategy.
No, it is though, because for those of you who don't know, and you might want to go back to watch it, if you look up the first season of High School Rapper, red is like the definition of what Johnny is.
That is right.
And so yeah, it's memorable. It's a very good marketing tactic. Think they're ready? Ready?
Yes.
Ready.
All right, music cue.
Take a little bit, just little. Take a little bit, just little.
Smiling on me, watching at me. Those eyes are your eyes, the moon is your lips. Smiling on me, yeah, watching at me. You never ever live lonely. 날 붙들어서 고아와 같이 내버려두지 않겠단 그 약속 그 구속 남겨서 그대를 구하옵니다. 그대를 찾긴 나이다. 언제나 푸른 초장 실만한 물가로 인도하시고 날 가르치소서. 교만하고 거만한 내 맘을 무너뜨리고 또 주의 말씀대로 날 세우소서. 그대를 찾고 사랑하지 않은 내 오만을 꼬집고 또 용서하소서. 내 마음 주의 증거로 향하게 하소서. 넘치는 기쁨 국룰한 가득 담긴 와인 꼭 감은 두 눈 꼭 잡아둔 손 사랑의 비를 내게 내려주소서. Oh, you are my life.
Life.
Oh, you are my life. Oh, you are my red.
Red.
Oh, you are my green light. I stop and I go. I stop and I go.
Yeah.
With your voice, with your talk, with your voice, with your talk. Smiling on me,
Yeah.
watching at me. Those are your eyes. The moon is your lips. Smiling on me, yeah. Watching at me, yeah, yeah. You never ever live lonely.
Johnny on the track. I know I'm never lonely cause I'm always on the climb. Living a driven life by Jesus, different state of mind. No need to hurry, just be chilling through the given time. Heavenly Father made me glorify and shine. Remember when you told me all is forgiven and this life given we living now, just be waiting to let it. World as people be dipping, ripping and stripping each other, stop all the tripping. Yeah, time for some flipping. Now in the world I just can't cause he can. Was it the lies or the scams? without all the crying and pain. God, give us some rain. Man, you gotta see, you gotta bring it down to us. I believe in you, but sometimes I'm tumultuous. I believe in you and I can stand in line to us. Fuck a demon, Jesus, now it's freaking time to bust.
Never ever live lonely, yeah. Sta-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-boo. Sta-da-ba-da-ba. Da-da-da-da-ba-ba. Da-da-ba-da.
Yes, sir.
Oh, bravo! Woo, all right, we've got. Okay, Johnny, who would you like to give your music to? So, like, if you had the chance to work with any artist, like, if right now you opened your DMs and like this artist was in your DMs asking for a song, who would you want it to be?
BTS.
Really?
Of course.
Wow. Like, what kind of a BTS vibe would you want to give them?
I recently listened to Indigo by RM of BTS.
Okay.
And I really enjoyed the album because it's very deep.
Right.
And the storyline is really well organized and really well structured. So it's bucket list.
A bucket list. All right. Like I always ask this to our singer songwriter who's come onto the show. But like, as you're a singer songwriter, you know, you're sitting down, you're at your computer, you know, you're at your keyboard or whatever, and you're writing a song, and then like just very subtly, like, man, if Beyonce sang this would be hot. You know, like, have you ever thought that? Like, just while you're doing like the chord rendition, you're just like, God, if someone did this, it would be ooh. Like, have you ever thought that?
I always think,
Same.
oh, this is for Justin Bieber. Oh, this is for Kanye West. Oh, this is for. So I literally give message too, right away. So I wrote a song for you.
Yeah, there we go, Johnny. What about you? Have you ever had that?
Of course, always.
Then the most recent artist that got kind of like passed your mind when you were making music.
Tavi.
Okay. Tabi, if you were to work with any artist,
Yes.
like your dream artist, who would that be?
Not Johnny. I'm I love my brother
I'm done
Johnny.
for the day.
근데 we on the way to this show. I proposed to him again.
To work
work
together.
Yes. So
Okay.
definitely the first one is.
Johnny, especially the way that you were talking about, like how you promote yourself and stuff like that. Right now, I feel that the current generation of artists and musicians have a lot more platforms
That
to
is right.
to promote themselves, so they don't necessarily need a company. But in all reality, other than SoundCloud, if you want to get like your music on streaming sites, you know, like whatever music you are signing up for, you know, there's those fees, sign-ups and stuff like that. So for you, how did that first like official debut kind of happen?
So I actually tried a lot of stuff to promote my music, and it goes back to 2016 again. I would just bicycle out to cell phone stores, retail stores in my town, and just install my SoundCloud profiles.
Which is pretty acceptable
yeah.
in the US,
Yeah,
right?
of course. On the display phones, and I would just text out my SoundCloud link, SoundCloud bio to my friends, schoolmates, and stuff like that. I tried out everything to promote my music, and
Wow, look
yeah,
at that.
and then this is where I found my talent in business and online marketing and management, which is what I'm studying in school right now.
Okay. So what about your like official debut? Was that just like getting a cut, or did like some company was able to like help you out with that, or was it just
It was full self project.
wow.
Production, writing the song, writing the music, releasing it, promoting it, mixing it, mastering it. The entire process was self-made. That is right.
I would never be able to do that. That's amazing.
It's really important because artists, you can't just be artists today.
That's the
You gotta be
thing.
a creative director, and you gotta be a promoter, and you gotta do everything. I'm planning a full-length album on December 1st, 2023, and I'll be having other consecutive mini and half-size albums before that. So
Okay.
right now the plans are one in May, one in July, and one in October, and a full-length album on December. So that's
Okay.
that's a plan for this year. Yes.
Okay. What was your first impressions of each other at Venice Beach that night?
Could you say first?
For me, I was very shocked because the Tavi Hyung that I had in mind was global hit maker, hit producer, superstar, celebrity,
Right.
and star producer, handsome. But then when I saw him, he had like nothing on him, and he just had one pair of clothes on him, and then he goes like,
No wallet.
밥 먹자. 밥 먹을 수 있어? 네. 형이 지금 짐을 다 잃어버려가지고. And we went to a 7-Eleven and we bought some
맞아.
drinks and stuff like that.
Wow. Okay. Is there anything that you have lined up yet now that like the weather is getting a little bit nicer?
So for me actually I'm planning a show in LA in April, late April or May with my agent.
Okay.
And, hopefully that works out and we'll have a good show.
So we can just follow you on your socials to get the dates and stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
And I just had a show last September in Los Angeles, and then we sold out all the tickets and stuff.
There
so
we go.
It was
Just like I was asking about, like, you know, there's that artist you would love to work with. I know that for artists, like the stages that they want to sell out, like the stadiums they want to sell out is always like a goal, like Madison Square Garden, like a world tour, a dome tour. Like, you know, there's always that, like, I would love to hit that status one day. Have you ever thought about it? And if you have, where would that be? Johnny, what about you?
for me. I have 3 stages.
Okay.
And 1 stadium, which is 3 stages are Coachella,
There we go.
Lollapalooza,
Okay.
and Rolling Loud.
Okay.
And for stadium, Inglewood Stadium in LA,
Inglewood
the Red Stadium.
Oh,
That's
okay.
my
That's your stadium.
ultimate goal.
Ooh.
2025, 2024.
2025, 2024.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. You never know. I know that just as singer-songwriters, this might not be a common stage for you to like make an appearance at, but like KCON is a very big aspect for the Asian community and just for fans as well. If that was ever offered,
Definitely.
KCON?
If I get called, I'm down.
is KCON
No.
LA next?
Of course, no hesitation.
No hesitation. What about countries? Because a lot of my listeners, because they're coming from many different parts of the world, is there any particular countries that you would love to go to if like you had like a world tour? I would really love to perform in this country. Where would that be?
For me, it's the Philippines and Indonesia.
Okay.
Because I have a lot of supporters, a lot of Johnny Kwony supporters. My fans are from Indonesia and the Philippines, so I want to give back their love and thanks by performing over there.
There we go. That's nice. All right. Johnny, what about you?
Oh, I had so much fun on my first radio.
Yes.
debut incident.
Congratulations on your debut.
And I would like to thank Isaac and Tavion for inviting me here today just to have fun.
Okay.
And I had so much fun. And if you guys call me anytime, next time, I would come
Okay,
do
definitely.
this again.
Definitely. We'll have you on speed dial. No worries. Thank you, too, for joining us in the studio. For our listeners, this interview and the performance for today is going to be going up on our YouTube channel probably within the next 24 hours. So make sure that you do check that out to rewatch it, like it, and do whatever you need to with that. Tavi's truck is going to take us out of the studio with Teddy Bear. Thank you, too. We'll see you next time. Bye.